How's it going, guys? We're going to do another PM update here as we're looking across for Monday. That looks like going to see some thunderstorms form here across Oklahoma on Monday morning ahead of the front. So places like Lawton, Pauls Valley, Ada, Norman could see some good sized thunderstorms before the front. This is the main front that we're going to be looking at that's going to bring a lot of that severe weather to Oklahoma area on Monday. So as we forward through time, you can see some thunderstorms forming first thing in the morning, like this is right around 9 o'clock in the morning. So you can see how fast that by 11, you can see how fast this front over here is moving in. So this is starting to really turn out to be what's looking like a nighttime event here across Oklahoma. So especially that model. So especially for, I think this is going to get moved more to the west. Just looking at some of the timeline, I think we're going to see some showers going up near Woodward and Elk City, Altus, Buffalo, even as early as maybe 4 o'clock. And more than likely, that once those cells start to form, they're really going to pop off and start to be supercells by 5 o'clock. So that's 2 hours before dark. So I think Hydro, Hitchcock, Lawton area, it's going to be closer to where the enhanced risk is going to start. And then, so I think everything is going to get shifted west at this point. By some of the models that I'm looking at, especially by the NAM and GFS. Let's go the NAM model. We'll turn this off. We'll go model. So this is showing right about 5 p.m. You can see the line of showers here. So here's 2 p.m. You can see the showers starting to start here across Texas, Oklahoma, get darker and heavier. Here's that low as we get closer. And then this is going to bring some snow as well. Probably right across the panhandle of Texas and the little heel of Oklahoma. Probably going to see some snow showers Monday night. But as we progress over time, you can see how quick this moves. I mean, this is going to be a quick system, but we'll go GFS high res. And we'll go 2 a.m. You can see this line of showers coming by 2 in the morning, or especially by 5 in the morning Pacific. That's 7 o'clock. There's 11. So right about here, see, this is 5 o'clock Pacific time. This 7 o'clock out here in Oklahoma. Look at all the showers here just east of the OKC metro area. So that is getting real close to dark. That between the storms firing up here and moving east, by there's 7 o'clock, there's 11 o'clock. By 11 o'clock, you have some snow showers and maybe some thunderstorms trying to form here, but everything is pretty much all out of Oklahoma. Especially once we get up into St. Louis, looking at some of these cells here near Harrison and Melbourne, coming up through through the south of Springfield. Some strong. This is probably going to be a supercell here. This is going to be a supercell development. And then by 1 o'clock, everything is clear here. Maybe still some thunderstorms lingering here, some snow showers. But then everything is near Cape Guardo and moving in through the southern part of Illinois at 1 o'clock, almost 2 o'clock in the morning. This is 11 o'clock p.m. Pacific time. So add 2 hours here, add 3 hours once you get into Illinois. And then look at all the heavy rain showers across Indiana and also in through Ohio as well. Then by the time we get to 4 a.m. or 5 a.m., 5 a.m. out here, storms are still raging on, coming up on Louisville, Kentucky, and Maysville, Cincinnati, Ohio. So by first thing in the morning, we have some lingering showers here near Moorhead in Charleston, West Virginia, up through Ohio in that region. So this is looking to really start to pan out to be a nighttime event. And more than likely, I'm probably going to just be here in the Weather Center. It's not worth the cost to storm chase with only 2 hours of daylight. So moving into Thursday or Tuesday, you can see how quick all this system just moves across Tuesday. So, I mean, this is a really fast moving system. It's a clipper. So you can already see by Tuesday, by 2 p.m., you can see the thunderstorms already starting to pop here across Tennessee, coming into Georgia and Alabama. But by Tuesday evening, it's gone. If I put it in a loop, I can start it, and we can go the whole cycle. So here's the low with a lot of spin and a lot of twist coming through. And then it moves on out. And then it's nice clear weather. So that's what we're looking at. So unfortunately, this is going to be a really fast moving system here, and it's going to be real hard to get into, especially once we get in. If you guys have any questions, like I said, you guys can ask any questions that you have, but by the time we get in, you can see how fast this system is moving. That is that low-level jet, or that mid-level jet, sorry, that's really cranking it, especially if we want to look and see what the moisture is. So this is Monday morning. You can really see that moisture just cranking through. And it's gone. So we're looking at the moisture. This is today. Actually, this is right now. We have that moisture here. And then as we keep moving over time, that moisture stays in place. Here's your upper level low. And then as all of that moves in, Here's already tomorrow morning. You can see that line trying to stay right over Oklahoma. This is all humid air. This is going to be really humid and really warm. It's going to 64-degree dew points. So by Tuesday afternoon, you can see where all that moisture is too. Once we zoom in, maybe it'll work. Come on. Maybe. Come on. Reload. So we can already see 65-degree dew points here just south of the OKC Metro. Near Pauls Valley, 63-degree dew points. Here it comes. So we're going to be looking at that line setting up here just to the west of OKC. And that's at 2 p.m., which is 4 p.m. on Monday. So, come on. There we go. So just to the west of OKC on Monday, here's your high cloud tops, here's your dry air behind it. So by 7 o'clock, still really hot and humid. That's a lot of fuel for these thunderstorms, especially at 7 o'clock. By 10 o'clock, everything's now in eastern Oklahoma. By 1 a.m., all the moisture is just about completely out. And then as we start moving through the overnight hours on, everything's now into Arkansas, moving into Tennessee. So by that timeline, let me kill the model. By that timeline, everything's going to be a fast mover. So, and especially as we get into Tuesday, this is where all the moisture is going to be. I see a lot of severe storms forming out here. Have some severe thunderstorms right now, right over southern Indiana and into Ohio, coming down into West Virginia right now. This is a severe thunderstorm watch that's in effect. You got some strong thunderstorms that are coming through right now, but that's right here in this marginal risk of severe weather. So we do have a severe thunderstorm watch in effect with a severe thunderstorm warning here in southern Indiana, but mainly the severe weather is looking like it's out here. But if you guys have any questions, let me know. Happy Easter to you too, Carol. Will Tulsa be in the clear for tomorrow and Monday? Tomorrow, yes. Monday, no. Unfortunately, that's what we're talking about. Tulsa, especially once we get into day 3, there's Tulsa. That moisture, for how humid it is right now, it's going to be equally as humid come Monday. So it's going to be a lot of fuel for these storms to really get going tomorrow, or into Monday, sorry. Moisture is just going to be in place for tomorrow, but we're not expecting to see, could see a slight risk of thunderstorms tomorrow with all that moisture being in the area, but I mainly see everything being around Springfield, Missouri, and into Indianapolis, Bloomington. That's where I'm going to be looking for most of the severe weather tomorrow, is right in this area. Don't think that you could get a pop-up thunderstorm across Oklahoma. We can let's pull up the forecast model. And so looking at tomorrow, we'll start it at 2 a.m. Pacific, which is about 4. So we'll start it right here. So this is wake up weather across Oklahoma. This is 7 a.m. tomorrow morning. Seeing some pop up showers maybe near Wichita Falls coming up through Lawton. Some showers just hanging around Hugo in the panhandle of Texas, especially by 4 p.m. But really, it's just light. And then once we get in through Monday morning, there'll be some thunderstorms and some slight showers ahead of the main threat. So don't think just because there's going to be some showers in the area come Monday morning, that is that risk. No, that risk is going to come later in the day when all these storms that are over Albuquerque, let me do it this way. When Albuquerque in this front with this low pushes on through. So by 1 o'clock in the afternoon, seeing some light showers, starting to get a little bit heavier in around OKC and Ripley, and that's around 4 p.m. And this is that line right here that we're starting to see right at Buffalo, Elk City. That's at 4 p.m. By 7 p.m., that whole line's already exploded and already past OKC, into Atoka, Sherman, and Dallas. So that's how fast these storms are moving. That in 3 hours, they pretty much have almost cleared the state. Because by 10 o'clock, they are pretty much out of the state. It is going to be a fast moving system. So as that low pressure, as that line keeps pushing, that's that severe weather threat. That's that 2 to 3 inch hail. That's the 80 mile per hour wind gusts and a tornado threat. Most of these cells that are forming like this, especially near Fort Smith and Harrison here, these are going to be supercells. And this is 10 o'clock at night. So huge severe weather threat expected overnight hours Monday. By 1 o'clock in the morning, everything's about done in Arkansas. Everything's now moving up through southern Missouri, in through southern Illinois, in through central Indiana, through west and central Ohio. So this is where we're going to be looking Monday night severe weather, especially for places like Cincinnati. By early morning hours, we're seeing the showers now through Louisville and Carlisle, getting close to Mayfield, getting close to Paducah. So as they continue to push through, they'll start to weaken a bit, but we'll still have that moisture in place, especially by wake up time in Kentucky. Still seeing that heavy rain and showers, thunderstorms near Charleston, West Virginia, up through Fairmont, up into Pittsburgh, and into Baltimore as well, first thing in the morning on Tuesday. showers and thunderstorms trying to form behind the front with that low pressure, showers ahead of the front. So we'll be looking for some thunderstorms here near Louisville. And then here's that front that's going to start that severe weather in the morning for places like Tennessee. So if you're watching in Tennessee, look at those thunderstorms already by Nashville and Lebanon. Could be seeing some thunderstorms with some heavy, with the slight tornado risk, I'm believing, with this risk on Tuesday. Mainly going to be a hailmaker and heavy rain, probably some gusty winds. So, and that's right about 2 o'clock time in Tennessee. By 5 o'clock, mainly lighter showers. All the main convections off to the south near Huntsville and Haleyville and in through western Tennessee, coming up into North Carolina, approaching Charlotte. By 8 o'clock, you see that line developing again. So places like Knoxville, Andrews, Asheville, Johnson City, coming down through Chattanooga, all the way through Huntsville and Birmingham, all the way in through Mississippi as well. We'll be looking for severe weather on Tuesday. Doppler indicating this is where those thunderstorms are going to be, and that's at dark. As we move on with time, you can see everything's now shifting to the northeast. Birmingham still in it, Atlanta, Charlotte, Roanoke, and especially by 2 o'clock in the morning, still seeing the showers near Atlanta and Charlotte. By 5 in the morning, it's pretty much just over Columbia and Charlotte, and then maybe some pop-up thunderstorms first thing in the morning. But after that, everything's pretty much off the coast. Could be looking for some water spouts here across South Carolina, North Carolina, and in through the coast of Florida and Georgia as well. We'll be looking for severe weather as it exits completely off. So a lot of severe weather coming up, and especially coming that we have another low forecasted to come in on the 4th of April. This is what's going to bring a lot of that weather into Tornado Alley for the eclipse. We have more moisture here that is slowly making its way. So this is 4-6, seeing some showers in around Houston. Here's some slight thunderstorms and light showers on the 6th. Then another chance of thunderstorms here on the 7th overnight. Looking at that. So with this line now coming through. So, I mean, we have a good chance of thunderstorms either way. So we're already on the 8th. So by the 8th, we're already seeing pop-up thunderstorms, cloud cover across Texas, and maybe some severe weather near Shreveport all the way out on the 8th of April. On the 9th, look at all the thunderstorms here in the morning on the 9th. Especially as we keep moving through, some severe weather near Houston and Shreveport, and that is by 1 p.m., 11 o'clock Pacific. So by 4 o'clock, already seeing those huge thunderstorms on the 9th across OKC And so this is more looking like a day event here on the 9th. So that might be the great time to come out and chase, have more time. Plus, with the eclipse going on, a lot of showers here across OKC and Dallas, Waco, Fort Worth, Houston. Looks like a line of thunderstorms here, and then what some thunderstorms trying to form coming out at Denver, approaching Nebraska and Kansas as well, especially overnight. Still looking like this low is still right over on the 10th. So couldn't see some thunderstorms here popping up as well. So something worth watching, especially for the next little bit, and especially into next week during the eclipse. Looks like more storms and thunderstorms popping up across OKC Metro and Dallas area as well. So definitely stuff that's worth watching coming up in the next couple of days and into next week. So if you guys have any questions, feel free. I'm here to help. So if you want to donate to National Storm Center here on Facebook, all you have to do is hit the stars button. It's not mandatory, but it's always appreciated. What do I see for Clarksville? Actually, let me refresh this. I saw your questions coming in, and for some reason it wasn't loading on my other chat. So let's see, Tommy, I think I did show Oklahoma on Monday. If you have any more questions, let me know. Leanne, I did the same for McAllister area. Let's see, different than what I thought. Yeah, definitely. It looks like I said, for Monday, looks like there's going to be showers that come in the morning, and then as it heats up and all that moisture is still in place, and it's going to really make things really unstable. It's going to push through the evening hours as well come Monday. So anything for the Nebraska area, on the extended forecast, looks like we have some right around the 9th across Nebraska. Let's look and see if anything else is popping up before then. Don't really see anything. Maybe some on the 6th, April 6th. Looks like some good showers here across Grand Island and near Omaha on the overnight hours. But nothing really on the 5th. Not really seeing anything on the 2nd. Looks like might get some showers across North Platte. Maybe some isolated thunderstorms overnight hours tomorrow night. So this would be pretty close to 1 o'clock in the morning. That would be 4 o'clock in the morning near North Platte, Grand Island. By 7 o'clock in the morning, still some isolated showers, maybe some isolated thunderstorms as well, pushing through the northern part of Nebraska. After that, everything really starts to be, especially looking at this storm front. So once we get into 4-1, you can see right where the line of thunderstorms are. And then it really starts to blow up by Monday evening around 7 o'clock. seeing that widespread thunderstorms that, like I said, it's going to form over here on the west side of OKC in Elk City, and within 3 hours it's going to push this far. So what do I see for Clarksville? I think I covered Clarksville. Coming up on the 2nd. So it looks like some thunderstorms right around. You have some pop-up showers maybe trying to come in through the area first thing Tuesday morning. And then by Tuesday afternoon, showers still coming in, rolling in through the area. And then after that, not really seeing a whole lot. So looks like the threat for will be Tuesday across Clarksville in that area of Tennessee. Like I said, if you guys have any questions, let me know. I'm here to help you guys out. So anything I can do to help you guys plan and get ready for this severe weather, just let me know. I'm watching the chat. So, under Tulsa, like I said, you're going to see some showers first thing in the morning, especially in eastern Oklahoma. So this is already right about lunchtime. This is about 1 o'clock in the afternoon on Monday, Christina. And then heavier showers still sticking in the area. Close to 4 o'clock, here's that thunderstorms that are forming here. So by 4 o'clock, you're already getting some heavy showers. It's the stuff that's here by Henrietta and Muskogee come 7 o'clock that you're really going to have to look for that severe weather threat across Tulsa, Bristow, Seminole, McAllister, Henrietta. These are going to be the heavy thunderstorms bringing the big hail come Monday night. By 10 o'clock, everything's pretty much out of the Tulsa area. No more severe weather. It's just going to be leading up to that 10 o'clock hour. Yeah, so if you're above Henrietta, yeah, you're gonna have some good chance of thunderstorms here, especially near Okmulgee and Beggs. So coming up through close to Bixby. So this is just a rough estimate, but if we look to see what the mu cape is. Oops, sorry. You're going to see almost 1,500 to 15 to 1,600. That's the energy in the air. So that right there is what's going to form supercells across eastern Oklahoma. when you have that much energy, you have 1,500, 1,600 joules a cape. That's going to be big time thunderstorms, big time hail, especially. Let's look and see how much. Let's look and see what how much dew point is going to be. 66-degree dew points with 1,600 joules a cape. You're going to be getting some big thunderstorms in this area across Oklahoma, eastern Oklahoma, come Monday night. I guarantee that. So that if you watch K4 and you know how they talk about CAPE and how much energy is going to be in the atmosphere, it's pretty much primed. I mean, especially with temps in the upper 70s and dew points in the upper 60s, and they're 67 degrees, and you have all that energy. Oh, man. It's going to be, let's see what the surface cape is. Woo, surface cape is even same. That's at the surface. That's not up in the air. That's down at house level. So, yeah, this is going to be pretty bad through Tulsa. And actually, I think it's actually the worst. I mean, yeah, there's a lot of cape across eastern Oklahoma, but Tulsa seems to have that bullseye on it. But it's even, look at it down here through Waco, 2,200. This is where the big storms are going to be, especially near Dallas and Corsica, Waco, 2,200 joules a cape. That's not good for Texas at all. 2,000 joules outside of San Antonio near Austin. Man, and this is Monday. This is Monday evening. There's going to be big time storms across Dallas. What are they forecasting? Let me go none. What are they forecasting for this area? Let's go day 3. Really? Only slight risk with that much cape and that much moisture? Let's look at the moisture. Let's turn that off. Let's see how much moisture is going to be in the air at this time. 67, 69. It's going to be more moisture and more humid in Texas. Oh man, they better up that. That's a flaw. That is a huge flaw. That's only slight risk. I definitely see, with what this is showing, I definitely see a moderate risk across central Texas come Monday, with dew points near 70 degrees, with the Cape being at the surface 2,200. Oh man, the Storm Prediction Center in Norman is not doing Texas justice on this one, especially near Round Rock. They're kind of, yeah, there's going to be big storms across Texas come Monday, especially at that 7 o'clock hour. Let's back it up. Still seeing, look at the Cape near OKC and more right around 4 o'clock. Let's go back and see. So yeah, so that's supporting the cells to form here right around 1 o'clock. By 4 o'clock, seeing all that Cape now in the central Oklahoma. Near 2,000 near Waco. Holy crap. And then by 2,200, by the hottest part of the day, it's going, that Cape is just through the air. It's just through the roof. And then it backs off by 10 o'clock. So, yeah, definitely some severe storms. Seeing the cloud cover still over Dallas. Let's see, cloud cover. This is 4 p.m. Pretty much all of Oklahoma is covered by clouds by 4 p.m. Same. Same by morning. Seeing some. So yeah, that's really gonna get that humidness pumping, especially the dew points. So it's gonna be pretty busy across Texas and Oklahoma come Monday. I will be here in the weather lab, providing you guys daily updates, at least 2 times a day, 3 times a day. I will keep everyone informed on this dry line that's forming here, where the moisture is going to be, where the storms are going to be. So, California, let's see, by 4-1, everything is now over you. Can still kind of see that spin coming up. Nice warm air trying to make its way in through eastern or through western Nevada. Let's see. Let's look and see what the reflectivity. It looks like we have another good chance next week and into next weekend. Maybe this will work. Come on. As I was just looking, man, we still have a severe weather risk here across LA County. Been a lot of mudslides and stuff going on through Southern California. Come on. So, looks like we have a good chance for showers coming up. This is 4-3 at 5 a.m. Pacific. So, maybe some thunderstorms trying to form in around the foothills and the valley with this moisture here on the 3rd. Here's some showers coming in through the 4th. Got that spin right over the Sacramento Valley on the 4th at 11. And that's all quickly diving to the south on the 5th and 6th. And maybe another round of showers trying to form on the 7th and 8th. 7th, definitely on the 7th. 8th. Looks like it's all over Southern California. And moving in through Texas, especially on the 9th. Have another good chance of more severe weather for the eclipse across Texas and Oklahoma as well. Especially, this is afternoon. This is 4-9 at 1 p.m. Look at all the heavy rain and thunderstorms, especially in and around Tulsa, through the OKC, Ardmore, Durant. And then as we move through the 9th, more severe weather, especially at this deep line that's forming here near Tulsa and Holdenville, Gertie. These are probably going to be supercells that form on the 9th. I believe the 9th is the day of the eclipse. So, and then another strong line. Here's the upper level low coming right down through eastern Oklahoma by 7 o'clock and down through Dallas, Fort Worth, maybe even San Antonio. The 8th is the eclipse. Okay, so this is the 9th, the day after. So the 8th at 5 a.m. So, not seeing some showers and some pop-up thunderstorms on the 8th in around Waco and maybe the Dallas area on the 8th. And then some thunderstorms also by the nighttime coming into north central Texas. So, and then that kind of sticks around overnight hours into the 9th and moves on out. So, the 8th is the eclipse. What model? Let's look at cloud cover. Let's see, cloud cover. And Steve is my admin and moderator. Everyone say hi to Steve. When I'm out chasing, he has the keys to the place. So, this is the cloud cover. I'll load it for the 8th. So we'll start it on the 7th. So this is cloud cover on 4/8 at 4 a.m. 2 a.m. Pacific, so it'll be about 4 o'clock. Man, that sun is killing me. Hold on one sec. That sun was killing me through my eye. So, this is cloud cover about 4 in the morning in Texas. So this is now about 7 in the morning, seeing some around Dallas and Brady, Waco, some clearing. As we move closer, seeing some cloud cover in around Dallas, Cisco, Lumpkin, around 10 in the morning. By 1 in the afternoon, still seeing that cloud cover. By 4 o'clock, it's pretty much all of Texas. By 4 p.m. By 7 o'clock, still pretty much all. So on 4/8 by 10 p.m. still seeing with some clearing up. But let's look and see where the moisture. Let's look and see where moisture is on that date. Let's see, dew point. So on 4/8, it's pretty dry. It's mainly looking like all the moisture is here in eastern Texas. Maybe in around Dallas, that moisture starts moving in, especially with 70-degree dew points. That's going to spell for some thunderstorm risk. When you have 70-degree dew points in around 1 o'clock in the afternoon, still around 70-degree dew points come by 4 o'clock. 60 and 70-degree dew points coming by 7 o'clock. And yeah, there's going to be a huge thunderstorm threat with how much moisture is in the air. That is just primed for severe weather near 70-degree dew points. Look at that, 70, 69, even up through here being 60s and 50s. So the greater risk of severe weather will be in and around Dallas, Waco, Round Rock, San Antonio, Houston, Lumpkin, College Station. This area will be prime for severe weather come on the 8th. Yeah, looks like that way, Steve. Looks like cloud cover and high humidity for sure. With, man, near 2,000 joules a cape, 2,600, near almost 3,000 joules a cape. With these, that's going to be prime. That's going to be big time thunderstorms on the 8th across, especially 2,200 in west central Texas. 2,200 near Houston, Round Rock. Yeah, with that humidity and the cloud cover and how how much CAPE is going to be in the atmosphere, we're going to be seeing some big time thunderstorms, folks. Big, huge hail, probably 4-inch in diameter, if not bigger, come the 8th across Texas. Starts out in the morning and then just ramps up. Yeah. 3,000 joules of CAPE near San Antonio. That we're gonna have big time thunderstorms across here on the 8th. So looks like severe weather is definitely in the forecast. Even though it's this far out, we know there's cloud cover. We know there's high humidity. And by looking at these numbers here, we know there's going to be a lot of energy for these storms really to blow up. Best case scenario is that the environment stays capped. If there's an inversion layer and it's capping, it won't let it go. That is best case scenario, but you could still run that once that temperature drops, you get that blow up. So, gonna have to check that out as well, especially on the 8th. Reflectivity. Yeah, you can already see the storms trying to pop on the 8th. By the 9th, it looks like everything's going to be over Oklahoma. So, this might be the system I go out and go chase. Be out in Texas for the 8th, the 9th, up in Oklahoma, follow everything through Arkansas, and in through Kentucky, maybe, and then maybe try to do a play on some of this thunderstorms here in Nebraska and Kansas and eastern Colorado. Maybe. Looks like the storm potential is going to be nice, especially across Kentucky on the 10th. Seeing some thunderstorms near Cape Girardeau and in the Bowling Green. Showers near Mayfield and Paducah come the 10th all the way down through Huntington. Yeah. That's going to be some prime couple, maybe even getting a full week of chasing. That's a full week of content. So could definitely happen, especially starting on the 8th across Texas, and then be ready to go on the 8th and just follow that all the way through. Yeah, look at the showers near Jackson and coming up on Nashville on the 10th. Still seeing it. This is going to be some good chase weather. Too bad it's in the middle of Treeville. But, yeah, especially coming up into eastern Tennessee overnight hours on the 11th. So that's kind of your guys' forecast. What I see coming up here in the next week. Let's see, the 11th. That's even in the next 10 days. Looks like a lot of active weather still hanging out across Oklahoma, Texas, and the Midwest. So looks like fairly active weather. I said, if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask away. I'm here, and I have the Doppler up. Let's look and see what's going on right now. While I'm waiting, let's kill the, and let's go basic. Some severe weather looks like. There we go. Looks like some special weather statements across southern Indiana. Some pop-up thunderstorms. Some pretty that could be severe. Still staying pretty strong, especially this cell with the severe thunderstorm warning in let's see, northeastern White County in Illinois, Gibson County in Indiana, and Posey County in Indiana. A severe thunderstorm was located over Crossville or near Kearney, moving east at 35. $half size hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds with this cell. And looks like the severe thunderstorm watch has been allowed to expire over Ohio and West Virginia. Seeing some good showers popping up here across Butte County, even in through Glenn County, just south of Willows. Seeing some storms. Everywhere else, up here in Tehama County, some light rain, moderate rainfall, snowfall up in through Plumas County and up near Susanville. Down getting some pop-up thunderstorms near Stockton and Tracy, and a marine statement for the Bay Area with the threat of maybe an isolated water spout across some of these storms here across the Bay Area. Seeing some heavy moderate rainfall across Santa Barbara down through LA County, even Oxnard. I know they're been dealing with a lot of mudslides down near Oceanside and Riverside, with some more showers right off the coast. But this moisture right here that we're already seeing across Vegas and Needles is what's going to bring all the severe weather to Oklahoma come Monday. So if you guys are watching from YouTube, hey, give me a subscribe. I'm trying to build up my subscribers. It's free, doesn't cost anything. If you're watching on Facebook, make sure you like and follow National Storm Center. Anytime I go live, you'll get the notification. And of course, if you want to donate, you can hit the stars button on Facebook, or you can do a super chat on YouTube. Hey Faith, thanks for joining us. Except if you guys have any questions, let me know. I'll answer them. I know trying to cover severe weather and trying to cover everything, so trying to help you guys out as much as possible. But definitely looking like a better chase next week of the eclipse across Texas and Oklahoma. I don't think I'm going to make it out on Monday. What area are you in, Faith? So, if we look at, let me turn this off. Let's go back to model. Let's go back to reflectivity. So we'll go back to, let's see, let's go back to Monday the 1st. So you're going to see some showers coming in through Monday. This is all ahead of the front. So you're going to see some rain, but the main front is here. This is what's going to bring all the severe weather. You're going to see some showers and some rain in across Oklahoma come Monday leading up to the event, especially right around 10 o'clock in the morning. This is 8 a.m. Pacific, add 2 hours for Oklahoma. By 1 o'clock, that front is really getting close. And then you're seeing some light to moderate showers in across Oklahoma. By 4 o'clock, that's when everything starts cranking up here near OKC, especially in across the Panhandle, coming up into Elk City. By 7 o'clock, you can see the thunderstorms pretty much go from Woodward down to Elk City and Altus. From that time to 7 o'clock, you can see the big thunderstorms near Henrietta, Samoy, Prague, McAllister, Atoka, Durant. And then by 10 o'clock, everything's pretty much moving out. So this is going to be a really fast system for Oklahoma, starting right about 5 o'clock, 4 to 5 o'clock, moving all the way through. These are going to be supercells here near Idabel and Fort Smith. So everything is moving really fast. So that's your tornado threat. So especially as we back it up, you can see the thunderstorms starting, and then they blow up really quick. And probably going to see some severe weather as Texas looks to be prime for, I think Doppler's undercutting Texas by a long shot. When we're looking at dew points are going to be up there all through Texas, especially near 70-degree dew points near Dallas, in the mid 60s here through Oklahoma. This is for big storms, and especially coming near 7 o'clock, you can see the dew points are just through the roofs. Mid 60s. It's going to be so humid at about 7 o'clock. The humidity is just going to be nuts across eastern Oklahoma, central Oklahoma, even down through Texas, coming all the way down through Corpus Christi, Houston, 70-degree dew points. I'm thinking Doppler is seriously undercutting Texas by a lot. So, especially with these dew points in place and how warm it's supposed to be across. Hey, Timothy, thanks for liking the stream. For what the temperatures are supposed to be, we can look at the temperatures. 76 degrees at this point at 7 o'clock at night with 70-degree dew points. I'm think it's going to be kind of cooler in the mid 60s and lower 70s across OKC around 7 o'clock, but near 80 degrees with the 70-degree dew point. Hey Chuck, thanks for liking the stream. I'm thinking Lumpkin area and Houston is seriously getting undercutted by Doppler at this point, especially when we look at how much energy. If we look at the surface cape, look at that. 2,000 joules a cape at 7 p.m. across central Texas. This is just going to be a bomb ready to blow up. And with this much energy, with the warm temperatures, with the moisture and the humidity, this is just going to be a bomb ready to go off for central Texas. More so for Texas than Oklahoma, if you can believe that. I mean, especially at that 7 o'clock hour. Yeah, Texas or Oklahoma is humid and the energy is going to be there. but it's even worse to your south. So I think Doppler is seriously undercutting Texas at this rate. And by tomorrow, I'm hoping to see. I'm hoping to see Texas be in the enhanced risk to moderate risk by tomorrow. By looking at these numbers, you got to get that word out to Texans because it's going to be bad. I don't know where Marlowe is. You kind of got to give me a little bit of help. You gotta give me some. You gotta give me an area, Brittany. So while I wait for that, if anybody has anything, like I said, but like I said, if you're pretty much all of Oklahoma, I mean, it doesn't really matter kind of where you are. If you're anywhere from OKC up and down next to Lawton. So I'm thinking right now, the way this is going to be updated. I'm thinking Lawton area will be in the slight risk, and Bray and Loco, Temple, Chickasha will be in the enhanced risk, and I think there'll be parts of Tulsa, Omogi, McAllister that will be a moderate risk as well. I'm thinking this is going to get upgraded by looking at the moisture, the humidity, how much energy is going to be in the air, and this is still 2 days out. So as we get closer to the event, the models will change. And as the models change, I'm thinking things are still not 100%. So I'm thinking we're getting close, but I'm seeing way too many variations in the weather forecast right now. So I'm thinking that there's going to be a lot changing here in Marlowe, and especially in around Lawton. Oh, right here. So yeah, right now you're in the slight risk of severe weather. I'm thinking you'll be in the enhanced risk come Monday. Just by already seeing where these storms are forming. So if you look at this and we go to the model, let's go to reflectivity. So everything starts forming right near Chickasha, and this is at 4 o'clock. So this is the stuff I'm more worried about. That's near Wheeler and Elk City, Seymour, because all this is going to move over, and especially, there's a lot of jump. So right now, this is every 3 hours. So it goes from 48 hour to 51 to 54. So there's a lot of that can be said about when the storms form near Lawton. I'm thinking they're actually going to form more closer to Elk City. And then they start going severe by the time they hit Lawton. By the time they hit Carnegie, Weatherford, up through Enid even, I'm thinking everything starts going severe right outside of Weatherford area, Foss, Clinton. Bessie. I'm thinking everything starts going severe right about this point come Monday. So, and that's right about the 4 o'clock hour. I'm thinking the 4 o'clock hour is the perfect time, right in between 4 and 5, and then it blows up. So I'm thinking they're going to see a lot of severe weather across central Oklahoma and eastern Oklahoma, but they're going to be moving really fast. We're talking these cells are probably going to be moving at greater than 50 miles an hour come Monday with the 70 to 90 knot steering winds. So up in the atmosphere in the mid levels. So everything is going to be just flying by Oklahoma. So but yeah, it's not looking good for sure. But it's mainly going to be a nighttime risk. So I was going to come out for this system, but being that it's looking like there's only going to be 2 hours of daylight, you know, I right now I am funding all a National Storm Center. So if I fund this trip, it might take away from a better trip later in the storm season. So I will be here with the green screen. Uh, as you can see, I can switch views. So this is live on the green screen. This is my weather desk. So I have a camera right here that's focused on the green screen. So I will be here showing all the updates come tomorrow. I'll do a couple updates tomorrow as well. There's going to be severe weather even as we look into tomorrow across. Let's go day 2. Nope. Day 2. There we go. So I'll be live for covering some severe weather across central Illinois and in through Indiana. So I will be giving updates pretty much tomorrow during that on what the new models are showing for Monday. And then I will be live waiting for the severe weather come Monday. So make sure you guys are following National Storm Center on Facebook. Like and follow so you get those notifications when I'm live. I'll be here ready to show you guys where everything is. Hey Aaron, thanks for liking the stream. So yeah, Monday's gonna be pretty bad. So whatever you guys need, like I said, I'm here. So I will be able to show you guys where everything is come Monday, especially into Tuesday. So, hey Tara, thanks for liking the stream. But I think that's about it. Been live for about, Stefan, thank you for liking the stream. I've been live for about an hour and 15 minutes. So if I do have a membership area on Hey Susan, thanks for liking the stream. What model is being used here for forecasting? This live streaming is a great idea. So I have Doppler software that I can use like this, and when I can show you guys like what the models, so here's the model. I can show you what the dew points are going to look like. Here's the dew points at 1 o'clock, at about 7 o'clock out in Tornado Alley on Monday. So I can see what the dew points are. I can see if I want to see what where the storms are going to be. It shows me where the storms are going to be. If I want to see how much CAPE is in the air for energy for these storms to really to feed on, hey, guess what? I can see that too. So, and I can go all the way out as far, let's see. So I can go all the way to 384 hours. So that would be 415. I can get an idea what the models are that far out, all the way to the 15th of the month of April. So I can see everything during the eclipse on the 8th, and the 9th, the 10th, the 11th, the 12th, 13th, 14th, and 15th. So I pay for really expensive software to be able to do this. That I fund, like I said, I fund all of National Storm Center, so I never have a problem when people want to send stars or people want to send super chats. Just that helps pay for everything that I have. Like I said, if I switch the view and go to live, you can see me on the green screen. So I can show you guys where everything is during storms. I have everything to be able to show. So like I said, I have my own studio, my own everything here. I'll go back to desk view. So this is the type of service you get with National Storm Center. I'm trying to stay, because, you know, news stations, they can't stay live 24/7. I can, but news stations can't. I'm not interrupting Will and Grace, or I'm not interrupting Survivor or TV. So I can stream live on the internet 24/7. I just can't stay up 24/7. But, you know, I can cover a lot of events, and most of the time during the severe weather threat, I'm here on camera 12, 14, 16 hours during severe weather. As it goes through overnight, I stay here overnight until the severe weather threat dies down. So come Monday, I will probably be here probably a good 12 hours on camera. Hey Susan, thank you. Appreciate that. And especially for Bella Vista. I think Bella Vista, Benton, Fayetteville, I think they have a good chance of seeing this severe weather come Monday. Especially as it comes over. A lot changes over time. So these are supercomputers that are set up, and they run a forecast. So they're pretty much going off of right now conditions out 2 weeks. So with the storm that's moving through Southern California right now, as it moves through Oklahoma and it moves, everything is in effect. Everything changes. So based on right now's observation, they go out 2 weeks. That's if this continues to move at this mile per hour, this front comes in. So usually by a week to 10 days, it changes more. So from 11 to 14, it's this. From 7 to 10, it's more precise. By day 4, day 5, you have a better idea. That's why the SPC usually doesn't start updating everything until you're 3 days out, which we are right now. I think everything's going to change more come tomorrow on Sunday. I'm thinking Texas is really underplayed. If we look at what the severe weather is for Monday, come on, there we go. Dallas is just in a slight risk, but they have huge humidity, they have a huge amount of CAPE, and they have a lot of moisture. I'm thinking they're underplaying Texas. And I'm thinking Texas will be potentially a moderate risk across the Dallas, the Waco, Fort Worth, Austin area based on what I see and what I can show you right now on Doppler. So, and then usually by day 2 they have an idea, but by the morning of, I've seen a huge drastic change in forecasting. So it's going to change tomorrow for sure. We'll probably see a lot of this area in the enhanced risk come tomorrow, and I think we could see some moderate risk given the CAPE, given how much moisture is in the air, what the dew points are. I think everything could be really changed come Monday, especially for Texas. When is this current storm at South going to end? So, as you can see, I mean, we can see what the weather is right now across Southern California. If I go into my model, I'll show you. So if I go into my model and I want to see the reflectivity, and I'm going to go out right now. We're going to go today at 2 p.m. This shows where all the showers and everything were. So as we go into tomorrow at 5 a.m., you're going to see more showers here. By 8 a.m., still seeing showers along the coast and in around Southern California. Oh, let me turn that off. Turn that off. So, let me make sure. Go back to model. So you can see there's some drying out. And then as we go into tomorrow, it's all pretty much over LA County. And then all this moves in. Some good chance of thunderstorms tomorrow afternoon. And through tomorrow evening, starts drying out. Everything looks to be right off coast here. And then that low is now over Arizona and New Mexico. And then that keeps pumping in. And then it looks like we have another good chance of storms coming into Northern California, coming in through Central California on 4-3. And then 4-4, it's in LA and Central California on 4-4. And still sticking through 4-5. And then looks like some clearing on 4-6. Maybe some isolated storms on 7. Same. So that just kind of gives you an idea. I mean, with my Doppler, what I can see. So, you know, it still shows me some rain here on 4-7. More on 4-8. You can see the date here, 4-9 at 5 a.m. And then 4-10 is nice. 11, 12, 13, still looking good too. It's got another storm here right off the Pacific that we're going to start watching as it moves. And it looks like high pressure steering it. So, you know, by 4:14, still seeing nice weather. So, but So I mean, this is 415. This is the middle of the month, and then obviously it shows showers here, but it shows the whole United States. I can see where the storms are coming, where they go up into Canada, or you know, I can see across here and all around the world. Actually, it shows me across India and through the out and in through Europe and the Pacific. Hell, even I can even see Brazil area. I mean, it's not going to tell me, but I can see where the thunderstorms are. I mean, I can't zoom in. I mean, I can kind of get an idea where this is, but you know, I can get an idea, but yeah, Steve, I really like it. Like I said, I I pay for this now, so it's just another expense. Are you able to select a different layer? Yeah, so let me bring that down. So I got GFS high res, NAM, HRR, and then I can see 2 meter weather, dew point, wind gust, cloud cover, 800 millibar surface cape, mu cape, cloud cover, shear, snow depth, 850, 10 meter, 20 meter, 30, 40, and all the way. So you get a bunch that you can really do with the model. Um, for some reason, when you forecast, when you do the NexRad, for some reason my NexRad, this is GR level 3. So it pulls level 3 storms that you can do level 2 or level 3, but with the velocity, but it takes forever for it to load. And when you do radar control, I tried to activate the live compensation. That's with the live actual, but it says it's only available on level 2, level 3 activate. So I'm still trying to figure it out, but that's with especially with the forecasting one day. You can do severe weather where it's going to be here with live on the map day 3. Tropical weather, I can see where any tropical systems are and tracking with tropical weather come come hurricane season in June. So you get a lot of tools with this software. So this is basically my news station here, that I can do everything that they're doing, just minus all the fancy graphics. So if you guys have any questions, like I said, feel free to ask away. If no one asks any questions, then I start talking about other stuff, because you can only talk about everything so many times. It starts getting redundant after you've mentioned it 5 times. So if anybody needs anything, like I said, feel free to ask. I've probably covered Oklahoma and Texas 7 or 10 times already. So, you know, I try to hold off as much as possible, but um, I don't know. I don't know if it does ground layer or anything, Steve. I have not had a chance to really play around with it too much. Um, I know it does surface. Looks like there's a marine warning out for Southern California, with a severe thunderstorm warning out for Santa Barbara. So looks like for Santa Barbara County, a severe thunderstorm was moving southeast in through Santa Barbara County, including the cities of Santa Barbara, Montesano, and Carpintera. This cell was moving north at 10. 60-mile-per-hour gusts, penny-sized hail, heavy downpours. Some rotation is being detected offshore with a chance of a brief tornado. So that is what this marine warning is. Probably warning clusters of thunderstorms with an increasing threat of waterspouts were being observed across the coastal waters of Point Piedras Blancas to San Mateo Point. The strongest thunderstorm with potential waterspout is just south of Santa Barbara. So that is what's going right now with the possible waterspout near Santa Barbara. Let's go to, let's go load level 3. We'll load this Doppler and see if we can't see. Let's see, let's go to California. Come on, there we go. And we'll click on Hanford, then we'll click on Ventura's Doppler. So yeah, definitely some rotation here, especially, let's go and look at the rotations right over Santa Barbara right now. Seeing some good rotation. So that would be why there's a risk area right now for this area. Seeing a lot of rotation offshore even. So we'll have to watch as all this is moving in. Could see, like I said, this is a severe thunderstorm warning. Might see a tornado warning pop up here in Santa Barbara and Montecito. Maybe even Mission Canyon. So, go back to this one. Go composite. Maybe. Yep. So, some good thunderstorms moving in. But if that's about it, like I said, I'll kill the stream and then I'll do another update tomorrow with the severe weather that's going to be across. Let's see if we look at day 2. We're going to be focusing on central Illinois and central Indiana come tomorrow for severe weather. So more than likely I will be live tomorrow covering the severe weather and giving the newest update on the severe weather for Monday for Oklahoma and Texas. We'll give an update on the latest SPC forecast. We'll give a latest on the newest model of the GFS and even the NAM, and show, look and see what varies in through the 48-hour mark. Because if we look, I mean, it might change right now. So let's look at the HRR 48-hour reflectivity. And we will look at 4/1, 2 a.m. Come on. Let me kill the weather right now. So seeing the storms by 2 a.m. By 3, I mean, you can see how fast all this is clipping along. It's already snowing in Albuquerque. by 6 in the morning, by 10 in the morning. It's already here in eastern New Mexico. By 2 p.m. Pacific, there we go. Already seeing a supercell trying to develop here right around 4 o'clock near Virden and Oklahoma. Seeing some pop-up thunderstorms as well here by Elk City. That's at 4 o'clock. 5 o'clock. Look at those. Look at that line of storms. Huge supercells across Ryan, Comanche, Duncan, Marlow. Even Marlow getting in on a huge supercell Monday at 5 o'clock. Chickasha, even. North of OKC. We've got a line developing here. Look at the big line near Liberal, Kansas. So, seeing a lot of thunderstorms forming here across Oklahoma and Texas at 5 o'clock. Come 6 o'clock hour. Oh. Don't freeze now, computer. Don't freeze. There we go. By 6 o'clock, Pauls Valley, Ardmore. Look at this huge supercell. Huge supercell. That's going to be dropping some big time hail across Wilson, coming into Ardmore. And some thunderstorms even in through Tulsa and Cushing. Big time supercells forming across central OKC. And that's at 6 o'clock. So Ponca City just got hit by a huge cell. Maybe some showers trying to form behind it as well. And that's at 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock hour. It just went through Ardmore, coming up on Durant and Ada. Big thunderstorm outside of Seminole, Prague, and Tulsa. Big supercells. And that's all I got. That's all. That's as far as I can go. Is 7 o'clock in Oklahoma. So that is already showing you. Especially, let's look at the dew points at 5 o'clock. So yeah. Especially if we go back near 65, 66 degree dew points, especially right around 3 o'clock, seeing that warm air mass. Let's look and see what, so we know there's a warm air, we know the moisture is here, especially with almost 70 degree dew points in around Dallas and Waco, 71 degree dew points here near Killian, Texas. Let's look and see how much CAPE is in the air. Holy Nike. Almost 3,000 joules of CAPE at 3 p.m. just south of Lawton. That is why we're getting those supercells. Because if we go back, look at the reflectivity. So we can see these thunderstorms are already starting to form here. 2 at 4 o'clock near Chickasha. If we go and look and see what the CAPE is, just about 800. But to the south where it's over 2,000, especially, let's look at, let's go back to reflectivity. Let's go back and let's go up an hour. So this is at 5 o'clock. Look at the thunderstorms blowing up. And let's look at the CAPE. Right where this line is, almost 3,000 joules of CAPE. This is going to be a bomb going off across Oklahoma. Especially up here, 2,300. There's just going to be so much energy across Oklahoma, this is going to be nuts. Over 3,000 joules a cape near Waco in Texas. Man, if it wasn't so late, you're only going to have like 2 hours worth of chasing. But yeah, this is, I can definitely see maybe a moderate to high risk across Texas and into Oklahoma, just based on these and what these thunderstorms are looking like. Yeah, this is going to be bad, guys. This is going to be really bad. So, yeah. So the HRR model is showing huge thunderstorms and across Tulsa, and that's as far as I can go. But just based on this alone, and already seeing that the thunderstorms form near Brady and how much moisture is in this area, and this is going to be, Monday is going to be way worse than what we expect. I have a feeling Monday's going to be way worse. Because right now we're only looking at coming into day 3, enhanced weather. This is going to definitely get moved. With the start of those thunderstorms near Chickasha, this Lawton, this area will probably be slight risk to enhanced risk right in through. So that's all putting everything more west, not east. Right now, we can see that the severe weather doesn't really start until after Edmond and OKC and Norman more. But just looking at those models, you can see that this is going to start way early. I can leave this up. Let's go to the model. Let's go to reflectivity. So, yeah. So let's back up. So right in this area we'll start to get into the slight risk right in here. Just north of Lawton. This is where the slight risk is. So it's pretty close to spot on, because this supercell starts forming here near Chickasha at 4 p.m. and that is right at the slight risk. And then by 5 o'clock, this is all going to get shifted, especially with this line coming through Chickasha all the way through Bray, down through Bowie, Texas, in through Graham. This is going to be enhanced risk to moderate risk down here in Texas. And already seeing this supercell forming near Guthrie and OKC, Jones, Spencer, Edmond, Arcadia, Luther. This is going to be bad with the line developing here near Shawnee. And 6 o'clock hour, it really blows up. Look at all the white cloud tops everywhere, especially near Shawnee, Meeker, Davis, Pauls Valley. This is going to be a bad event for Oklahoma. Right now the enhanced risk is in the it does include, which if you see these thunderstorms right here coming through Tulsa, it's going to get bad through Rogers. It's going to get bad through Fayetteville, Bella Vista. Yeah, you probably could see a tornado and big hail coming through that area with some of these thunderstorms come Monday night in the dark when you can't see nothing. But yeah, everything is going to get updated. especially for Fort Smith, especially for Quitman. Even Paris is only in. But yeah, everything is going to change come tomorrow and into Monday. We're going to have big changes coming up in the SPC forecast. So, you can say it is to. We're talking to Monday. We're talking day of Monday. So, I can have a good idea. This is pretty accurate. So, I have a good idea based on my software and what I've used, what's accurate and what isn't accurate. So, I mean, you you can think what you want, Cody. I'm not going to change your mind, but I can see how things are right now, and based on what I see and where the moisture is going to be, where the humidness is going to be, how much moisture, how much energy is going. I mean, it doesn't take a rocket science to figure it out, especially for someone who's gone to school for meteorology. But SPC seems to underrate things until the day of the event. Like they did a year ago tomorrow, that they upped the high risk across when Arkansas and east and all of Arkansas was under a high risk, but days leading to that they upped it from an enhanced risk to moderate risk to high risk. So yeah, so have I. I've gotten tornadoes here in California on a marginal. Hell, I've seen tornadoes here on a day where they just said, yeah, some thunderstorms are more likely in the forecast, uh, but nothing severe. So I don't believe anything that SPC says. I go off of my education. I go off of what I see from models, and I'm seeing things are getting undercutted. So, like I said, you're free to think whatever you want. Have at it. It's the United States of America. You can think what you want. You can believe what you want, and nobody can tell you any different. I'm definitely not going to change your mind. So, but I've been doing this for well over 10 years. So, just saying. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly my point. Cause that was a year ago today, Jonesboro. Because I was in Illinois, where the moderate risk was supposed to be, and we didn't get nothing. And the storm of the day was in Jonesboro. Go figure that. Of all places, Jonesboro. But, like I said, is what it is. What? 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 I'm working here. Thank you. I'm trying to work. But anyway, that just goes to show you how much everything gets undercutted by the SPC. So I've seen high risk, I've seen moderate risk bus, and then you know Billingsley, Alabama was the same way in 2020. No, 2021 was the same way. All the severe weather was supposed to be in a different part, and EF2 tornado went right through a trailer park. So, same thing with Indiana. Same thing with the storms that we just saw in Ohio last week. Same thing. So, anyway, that's where forecasting comes into, and looking where the models are, and looking at at what everything values are. Now, I don't blame that the models are going to change come Monday. I already know they're going to change Monday. I think we're going to see a lot more moderate risks across Texas and Houston area come Monday, and probably even moderate risk across OKC Metro. And then as all that continues east, you'll see enhanced risks and slight risks across pretty much all of Arkansas, because the heat's going to be there, the moisture's going to be there. This is moving so fast. I mean, we're looking at 70 to 90 knot mid-level winds. So that's over hurricane force winds in the mid-level. So this is going to be a fast-moving storm, and it's going to just push right through the area, fast-moving, probably 50, 60 miles an hour. So but that's where I'm seeing everything. I mean, just already looking. Oh, let's see. So this is 4-1. This is at 7 o'clock. Yeah, especially Fort Smith up through Mountain Home. I have a buddy in Mountain Home. This is at 10 o'clock. And then by 1 a.m., it's all gone. That's how fast this is moving. That in 3 hours' time, it's going to be moving right in close to 9 o'clock. And then by 1 a.m., it's all gone. So, what's that? 9, 10, 11, 12. So good 4 hours worth of severe weather for Arkansas. And then be watching all of it across the overnight hours across Illinois and Missouri, Indiana, and then through Ohio. So surface cape is down quite a bit over Arkansas as well. Right now it's only about 900 joules, about 1300 near Fort Smith, and then quickly drops by 10 o'clock. Still right about 300 by 1 a.m. And so everything's now stronger by 4 a.m. It's still pretty strong near Texarkana and Shreveport. So that's the Cape. Let's look at dew points. 66, 65, 64, 60s. So the dew points seem like they're going to be there, but not a whole lot of energy. And as we back up, mid 60s, 67, 63, 64, still So yeah, there's a good area where you could see some strong storms, especially with the high dew points across Arkansas. So I have to watch it. It's definitely worth watching to see what's going to happen and how much everything gets changed. So I don't have that on my Doppler program. Let's see. Let's see if I have it. Uh, that's shortwave. That's winds, 90 per hour winds. But that's at 500 millibar. So the steering winds are gonna 90, almost 100 mile per hour at 50 millibar over Arkansas. Same over Oklahoma. And that's about 10 o'clock at night. So those are the winds at 500 millibar. 90s, near 100, 90s. Let's see, 850 millibar. So at 850, then about 50s, near 60 with this one, 61. Let's see, 100 meter. So pretty low at the surface, but up in the atmosphere, really cranking. So, anyway, like I said, something that's worth watching, definitely. See what changes tomorrow morning, and then we'll look and see what changes come Monday morning. But more than likely, the severe weather risk is probably just only going to go up. So, well, coming up on the 2 hour mark, and I just wanted to come on and give a brief update. And 2 hours comes and goes. So, but I will be back live tomorrow with another update on the severe weather threat across. See, we will be talking about Illinois and Indiana tomorrow. And then I will also give updates for OKC. Thanks, David, for liking the stream. I'll give updates as well for the storms on Monday for the OKC area and Arkansas, and even down into Texas and Missouri, maybe even that. Thanks for sharing the stream, David. Appreciate that. For Joplin and even in the parts of Kansas. So make sure you guys like and follow on Facebook so you get the notification when I'm live. And I'll be back tomorrow with a new update and covering the severe weather threat. You guys have a good night. Be safe. And I will see you guys later with a new update.